Surah,
والليل
والليل
the night. Surah number 92. Ayat,
آيات
آيات
verses. Total 21. Here 1 to 11. In, with, by, of,
بسم بسم
the name,
بسم
in the name,
الله الله بسم الله
the name of,
الله بسم الله
in the name of,
الله الرحمن
the most gracious, the entirely merciful, the compassionate, the beneficent, all merciful,
الرحيم
the most merciful, the especially merciful, the all compassionate, most rewarding, the dispenser of grace.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم
In the name of
الله
the most gracious, the most merciful. In the name of
الله
the entirely merciful, the especially merciful. In the name of God, the most gracious, the dispenser of grace. In the name of
الله
the compassionate, the merciful. In the name of
الله
most gracious, most rewarding. In the name of God, the all-merciful, the all-compassionate. In the name of
الله
the beneficent, the merciful.
والليل
By the night,
إذا
when, as
يغشى
it conceals the light, it envelops, it covers.
والليل إذا يغشى
Verse number 1. By the night as it conceals the light. 1. Consider the night as it veils the earth in darkness. 1. By the night as it envelops. 1. By the night when it covers. 1. By the night as it veils the earth in darkness. 1. By the night when it draws a veil.
والليل إذا يغشى والليل إذا يغشى
والنهار
And by the day, and the day,
إذا
as, when,
تجلى
it appears in glory, it appears in brightness, it shines in brightness. 2. By the day as it appears in glory. 2. By the day as it appears in glory. 2. And the day as it rises bright. 2. And by the day as it appears in brightness. 2. And by the day when it appears. 2. And by the day as it appears radiantly. 2. And the day when it shines in brightness. 2. To end the day when it shines.
والنهار إذا
وما
And by him, and he who
خلق
created,
وما خلق
and he who created,
الذكر
the male, male,
والأنثى
and the female, and female. 3. By the mystery of the creation of male and female. 3. Consider the creation of the male and the female. 3. And by him who created male and female. 3. And by he who created the male and female. 3. And by the creation of the male and the female. 3. And he who created the male and the female. 3. And the creating of the male and the female.
وما خلق الذكر
إن
Verily, certainly, indeed,
سعيكم
your efforts, indeed,
لشتى
diverse,
لشتى
surely diverse, indeed diverse, are surely diverse, are indeed diverse. Verily, the ends ye strive for are diverse. 4. Indeed, your efforts are surely diverse. 4. Certainly, your efforts and deeds are diverse, different in aims and purposes. 4. Indeed, your efforts are diverse. 4. Omen, you truly strive towards the most diverse ends. 4. Your striving is surely for diverse ends.
إن سعيكم لشتى
فأما
As for, then as for
من
him who
أعطى
gives in charity,
واتقى
and fears
الله
him the best. 5. So he who gives in charity and fears.
الله
5. Thus, as for him who gives to others, and is conscious of God. 5. As for him who gives in charity, and keeps his duty to,
الله
and fears him. 5. As for he who gives and fears.
الله
5. As for one who gives to others and fears God. 5. Then as for him who gives in charity and fears.
الله
5. Then as for him who gives and keeps his duty.
فأما من أعطى واتقى
And
وصدق
testifies to the best, believes
وصدق
in all sincerity, and testifies and believes in
بالحسنى
the best,
بالحسنى
to the best, in the best,
وصدق بالحسنى
and, in all sincerity, testifies to the best. 6. And believes in the truth of the ultimate good. 6. And believes in Al-Husna. 6. And believes in the best reward. 6. And believes in the truth of what is right. 6. And believes in the best. 6. And accepts what is good.
وصدق
And believes
بالحسنى
in the best.
وصدق بالحسنى
فسنيسره
We will indeed make smooth for him. We will make smooth for him. Then we will ease him
لليسرى
towards the ease, the path to the bliss, the path to ease.
فسنيسره لليسرى
7. We will indeed make smooth for him the path to bliss. 7. For him shall we make easy the path towards ultimate ease. 7. We will make smooth for him the path of ease, goodness. 7. We will ease him toward ease. 7. We will pave his way to ease. 7. Then we will ease him towards ease. 7. We facilitate for him the way to ease.
فسنيسره
Then we will ease him
لليسرى
towards ease, towards the ease.
وأما
But as for, and but,
من
he who, him who,
بخل
withholds, is miser,
واستغنى
and considers himself free from need, and thinks himself self-sufficient.
Self-sufficient.
8. But he who is a greedy miser, and thinks himself self-sufficient. 8. But as for him who is niggardly, and thinks that he is self-sufficient. 8. But he who is greedy miser, and thinks himself self-sufficient. 8. But as for he who withholds, and considers himself free of need. 8. But as for one who is miserly, and unheeding. 8. But as for him who withholds, and considers himself free from need of Allah. 8. And as for him who is niggardly, and considers himself self-sufficient.
وأما
But as for
من
him who
بخل
withholds,
واستغنى
and considers himself free from need,
وكذب
and gives the lie, and denies,
بالحسنى
to the best, the best.
وكذب بالحسنى
9. And give the light to the best. 9. And calls the ultimate good a lie. 9. And gives the light to Al-Husna. 9. And denies the best reward. 9. And rejects what is right. 9. And denies the best. 9. And rejects what is good.
وكذب
And denies
بالحسنى
the best.
وكذب بالحسنى
فسنيسره
Then we will ease him. Then we will make smooth for him
للعسرى
towards the difficulty,
the path to misery.
the path for evil. We will indeed make smooth for him the path to misery. 10. For him shall we make easy the path towards hardship. 10. We will make smooth for him the path for evil. 10. We will ease him toward difficulty. 10. We shall pave his way to hardship. 10. Then we will ease him towards difficulty. 10. We facilitate for him the way to distress.
فسنيسره
Then we will ease him
للعسرى
towards the difficulty.
وما
And not, nor, and what,
يغني
will profit, will benefit, will avail
عنه
him,
ماله
his wealth,
إذا
when
تردى
he falls, he goes down, he falls headlong into the pit. 11. Nor will his wealth profit him when he falls headlong into the pit. 11. And what will his wealth avail him when he goes down to his grave? 11. And what will his wealth benefit him when he goes down in destruction? 11. And what will his wealth avail him when he falls? 11. Nor will his wealth profit him when he falls into the pit. 11. And his wealth will not avail him when he falls. 11. And his wealth will not avail him when he perishes.
وما
And not
يغني
will avail
عنه
him,
ماله
his wealth,
إذا
when
تردى.
he falls. Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Surah,
والليل
والليل
the night. Surah number 92. Ayat,
آية
آيات
verses. Total 21. 12 to 21.
إن
Verily, truly,
علينا
upon ourselves, on us, upon us,
للهدى
to guide, the guidance, is the guidance. Twelve. Verily we take upon ourselves to guide. 12. Behold, it is indeed for us to grace you with guidance. 12. Truly, ours it is to give guidance. 12. Indeed, incumbent upon us is guidance. 12. Surely, it is for us to provide guidance. 12. Indeed, upon us is the guidance. 12. Surely ours is it to show the way.
إن
Indeed,
علينا
upon us,
الهدى
the guidance, is the guidance.
وَإِنَّ
And verily, and truly, and indeed,
لَنَا
unto us,
لَلْآخِرَةَ
the end, is the last, hereafter, is the hereafter,
وَالْأُولَى
the beginning, and the first, this world. And verily unto us belong the end, and the beginning. 13. And, behold, ours is the dominion over the life to come as well, as over this earlier part of your life. 13. And truly, unto us belong the last, hereafter, and the first, this world. 13. And indeed, to us belongs the hereafter, and the first life. 13. And to us belongs the hereafter as well, as the present world. 13. And indeed, for us is the hereafter, and the first life. 13. And surely ours is the hereafter, and the former.
وإن
And indeed,
لنا
for us,
للآخرة
the hereafter, is the hereafter,
والأولى
and the first life. So, therefore,
فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ
do I warn. I have warned you.
فَأَنذَرْتُكُمْ
So I warn you. Therefore do I warn you. Therefore I have warned you.
نَارًا
A fire, of a fire,
تَلَظَّىٰ
blazing fiercely. 14. Therefore do I warn you of a fire blazing fiercely. 14. And so I warn you of the raging fire. 14. Therefore I have warned you of a fire blazing fiercely, hell. 14. So I have warned you of a fire which is blazing. 14. I have warned you then about a raging fire. 14. So I warn you of a blazing fire. 14. So I warn you of the fire that flames. So I warn you.
نارا
A fire, of a fire,
تلظى
blazing.
لَا
Not, none,
يَصْلَاهَا
shall burn in it, will burn in it,
إِلَّا
except, save,
الْأَشْقَى
most unfortunate, the most wretched. None shall reach it but those most unfortunate ones. 15. The fire which none shall have to endure but that most hapless wretch. 15. None shall enter it save the most wretched. 15. None will enter to burn therein except the most wretched one. 15. None shall enter it but the most wicked. 15. None will burn therein except the most wretched. 15. None will enter it but the most unfortunate. Will not burn in it,
إلا الأشقى
except the most wretched.
الذي
The one who, he who,
كذب
give the light of truth, denies,
وتولى
and turns away, and turn their backs. 16. Who give the light of truth and turn their backs. 16. Who gives the light of the truth and turns away from it. 16. Who denies and turns away. 16. Who had denied and turned away. 16. Who denied the truth and turned away. 16. The one who denied and turned away. 16. Who rejects the truth and turns his back.
الذي كذب
Denied
وتولى
and turned away.
وسيجنبها
But shall be removed far from it, and will be far removed from it, but will be removed from it.
الأتقى
The pious, those most devoted to
الله
17. But those most devoted to
الله
shall be removed far from it. 17. For distant from it shall remain he who is truly conscious of God. 17. And Al-Mutayon, the pious and righteous, will be far removed from it, hell. 17. But the righteous one will avoid it. 17. One who fears God shall be kept away from it. 17. But the righteous one will be removed from it. 17. And away from it shall be kept the most faithful to duty. But will be removed from it.
الأتقى
The righteous.
الذي
Those who, he who, the one who,
يؤتي
gives, spends,
ماله
their wealth, his wealth,
يتزكى
purify himself, to purify himself.
To purify himself.
Those who spend their wealth for increase in self-purification. 18. He that spends his possessions on others, so that he might grow in purity. 18. He who spends his wealth for increase in self-purification. 18. He who gives from his wealth to purify himself. 18. One who gives his wealth to become purified. 18. The one who gives his wealth so that he may purify himself. 18. Who gives his wealth, purifying himself.
الذي
The one who
يؤتي
gives
Gives
ماله
his wealth,
يتزكى
purify himself, to purify himself.
to purify himself.
وما
Nor, and not,
لأحد
for anyone,
عنده
with him, he has
من
any
نعمة
A reward, favor,
تجزى
is expected in return, to be paid back, to be recompensed. And have in their minds no favor from anyone for which a reward is expected in return. 19. Not as payment for favors received. 19. And have in his mind no favor from anyone for which a reward is expected in return. 19. And not giving for anyone who has done him a favor to be rewarded. 19. And owes no favor to anyone which is to be repaid. 19. And not has recompense for favors received. 19. And none has with him any boon for a reward.
وما
And not
لأحد
for anyone
عنده
with him
من
any
نعمة
favor
تجزى
to be recompensed.
إلا
Except
ابتغاء
to seek, seeking,
وجه
countenance, the countenance, the face,
ربه
his Lord,
وجه ربه
the countenance of his Lord,
الأعلى
the Most High. 20. But only the desire to seek for the countenance of their Lord Most High. 20. But only out of a longing for the countenance of his Sustainer, the All-Highest. 20. Except only the desire to seek the countenance of his Lord, the Most High. 20. But only seeking the countenance of his Lord, Most High. 20. Acting only for the sake of his Lord the Most High. 20. Except seeking the countenance of his Lord, the Most High. 20. Except the seeking of the pleasure of his Lord, the Most High.
إلا
Except
ابتغاء
seeking
وجه
countenance, the countenance,
ربه
his Lord, of his Lord,
الأعلى
the Most High, the All-Highest.
The All-Highest.
And
ولا
surely,
ولسوف
and soon, surely, and surely will,
يرضى
he will be pleased,
ولسوف يرضى
21. And soon will they attain complete satisfaction. 21. And such, indeed, shall in time be well pleased. 21. He surely will be pleased when he will enter paradise. 21. And he is going to be satisfied. 21. And before long he will be well satisfied. 21. And soon, surely he will be pleased. 21. And he will soon be well pleased.
ولسوف
And soon, surely, he will be pleased. Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.
Please keep listening repeatedly from start to end of this surah until you understand the full meaning of the following same verses.